Go through this door, everything changes. You slip up, you're dead. You'll never see the waking world again.
Okay. What are we waiting for?
That's just fair. All right. Welcome to my world, kid.
You know, for a movie about dreams, this movie is not really a snoozer.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Bad joke. It's like, you thought it was gonna, you really thought that was gonna be a clever pun. Just editor me, just hello and welcome to my review of the movie that I think came out relatively either yesterday or today or something on Netflix. A movie called Slumberland. And this is a movie starring Jason Momoa and one other guy who I'm going to look up as we do this. I hope everything's recording right while I'm doing this. But, the movie, obviously, so it stars Jason Momoa, obviously you know him as Aquaman. And also it stars, Chris O'Dowd. That's who I was looking at. Yeah, what we know him from? We know him from, oh wow, we actually, mistaked him. Wow, okay. Did not expect that. Okay. Well, a guy named Chris O'Dowd, yeah. And obviously there's a little girl, which I forget, I don't know what the little girl's name is or anything. I don't know. But, yeah, that movie was alright. It was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. It was a kid's movie, and you can tell. It had some heart to it, but also I think when it actually decided to pay off that heart, I don't think it really paid itself off. You know what I mean? I just think it was like, oh, okay. Whatever. You know what I mean? In the movies, so Jason Momoa gives a very wacky performance because he's playing a wacky character. He's playing a very loony character. And, I'm not sure if he was trying or not. I mean, honestly, I think he did fine. I think he did alright. I don't think he did, no, I don't think he gave an S tier performance or anything. I just think he made a passable one. There's some scenes where I think he could have done more. And yeah, but overall, he did fine. The girl did, child actor, everyone. Hit or miss. There's some good child actors, but I don't think she's one of them. I think she's just, an average child actor. But, yeah, it's very wacky. The VFX, I mean, it doesn't seem like those the most high of budget movies, so it makes sense why the VFX weren't that good. Obviously, there were some time points where it was like, no, this is good, and then there's some points where well, this is terrible. And story-wise, I think it's kind of, there's a kind of a cliche to it. And there's kind of like a tropiness to it. A guy, and it kind of has that, big tough guy takes care of a, little child, but it's not exactly that. But they tried to establish a world of, dreaming called Slumberland, obviously. And I think what they could have done is they could have built that world out a lot more. Because they gave, a basic premise of how the world works and all that stuff. But I think they could have delved into that more. And maybe a stronger villain. Yes, the villain's not really a villain. It's an antagonist. It's a problem. But it's not the most major of them. You feel me? She's not the person who's the antagonist isn't a villain really, at all. So it's just like, yeah, which that's not a problem. I just think there could have been a bigger threat, especially in a world called Slumberland. And the only actual, like, get taken villain is, like, not a non-speaking entity. So,
Love the uprightness. Spoiler ahead, spoilers. I accidentally spoiled during the recording, and do I feel like editing it out? No, not really. So I'm just gonna say spoilers up ahead. You really shouldn't be watching reviews. Honestly, like, you shouldn't be watching reviews if you haven't seen the movie at this point. Honestly, it's just a personal thing. But yeah, spoilers up ahead if you haven't seen the movie. Yeah.
and the sacrifice felt a little weird, especially when they take it back really quickly. Oh, that was a spoiler and a half. Oops. I don't know. It's a kids movie. I don't think I just really expect y'all to see it. I don't expect y'all to. Once again, you shouldn't be watching reviews. You shouldn't watch my review if you haven't seen the movie. Especially since I'm not a big YouTuber. But besides that, it was an okay movie. If I were to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it a strong 5 to a light 6. I'm being kind of critical, but I'm like, thing is, my brain actually has it set to put 7 in my head, but then I'd have to take a step back because I'm like, but I also complained a lot, and then there's nothing good enough to like put like a 7, and there's like, oh, 7, like, okay, if there's nothing that wowed you, then but there's also nothing wrong with it, then it's a 7. But the things there's things wrong about it, and there's nothing that Lord, like, I'm like, wow, that was really good. You know what I mean? So I think 5 is a strong 5 to a light 6 is a good measurement. And with that, I think that is where we'll end things. I hope you enjoy my review of Slumberland, starring Jason Momoa. And yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, comment what you thought if you've seen it before. You should be watching my review if you haven't seen it before. If you're on Instagram, if this posts on Instagram, my last video actually did post on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, like, share, follow, put on your story, something, get the word out there. Who knows? And obviously, if you want to watch the movie, if you haven't seen it, which obviously I said you shouldn't be watching this if you can, catch it on Netflix. And yeah, with that, I'll see you guys next time.